Well, it's been about 7 months since the last time I took a look at Sears. I wanted to see how they were doing. And I'm gonna say, based on the added banners, they're not doing well. I feel like if I come back here in another 7 months, it's gonna look like this. In all seriousness though, the newest banner that I noticed was the open for the community banner. I'm not really quite sure what that means. You're supposed to be open to make money. Keyword being supposed to be making money. Now, right when I walked in, I noticed this now hiring sign. And after walking around for a little bit, my first thought was, for what? The store is super empty. And I started to see a lot of things like this, clearance up to 90% off. It looks like at this point they're just getting rid of a lot of the stuff they have laying around. Oh look, my favorite thing, the colored dot tags. This screams classy retail for sure. Now I also noticed this escalator is temporarily out of order sign, but it's actually not. My first thought was, is it temporarily out of order enough to warrant having the sign all the time? But then I saw what they were really using it for was to hold these other signs on the other side, and my brain immediately went to some idiot trying to get one of these shopping carts down the escalator and that just failing epically. So it's kind of sad to me that they got to put this sign there, but I wish I could have seen the idiot that tried to go down the escalator. But let's go ahead and take a look down here ourselves. Now this is something else I'm starting to notice in Sears stores. It's just boxes of appliances all over the place with price tags on them. Because this totally doesn't scream like sidewalk sale or garage sale. To me it would just make more sense to have these stored in the back room and have one display unit out of it, but I guess they gotta fill out the store. Now this is like the sporting good and hardware section. And you can see there's just nobody shopping here. It's even emptier than the last time that I visited a Sears. And something else I was starting to notice too were empty shelves. It looks like they're not restocking things as much as they used to. Lots of empty floor space. Now something I want to mention is the camera work and stuff in this video might be a little wonky. While I was working on this video, I was actually testing out some like new hidden camera equipment stuff I have, so I'm still learning how to use that and stuff, but a lot of this was just, you know, the acceptable footage that I got with playing with that new equipment. But yeah, you can see there's no customers and not really a lot of employees either. I mean, obviously I try and avoid filming them, but I didn't have any trouble filming because there weren't very many employees around. Now in a second here I'm going to stop the music because I want you to hear how vacuous it was in here. This is now just the audio from my camera in the store, and I think vacuous is the best way to describe how it sounded. There was really just no sound at all except for the very, very, very faint music playing in the background. And you can see what I'm talking about here. Lots of empty shelves and empty spaces where things are either no longer being restocked or they're no longer carrying those items. somehow the electronics section here is even sadder in the Sears that I filmed for my first video. Very dark, lots of dark corners. The first video that I did on Sears was filmed in December of 2016. I really wanted to go back 6 or 7 months later and just see how Sears was doing. Now, this is a different store than the last one that I filmed at, so I wanted to, you know, film at a different one to see if that one was as dead as the first Sears that I filmed at. And amazingly, this one is more dead, and this really solidifies the thought in my mind that Sears is in trouble here. If you remember, one of the things that I had photoshopped onto one of those banners earlier in the video was a quote that said, "We don't need any more customers, we have all the customers we need." Well, that's a quote from Eddie Lampert, the CEO of Sears Holdings himself, and I'm really wondering what he's talking about. I mean, there's one customer there, but the store is just absolutely empty. And like I mentioned earlier, that hiring sign, what are they hiring for? I'm really thinking if I go to do another video 6 or 7 months from now looking at Sears again, that the only thing I'm going to be able to film are store closings and liquidation sales and things like that, because with all the Sears stores that I go to looking like this, I don't see how they can carry on much longer. And I'm not really sure what the CEO of Sears Holdings is talking about. Like I had mentioned earlier in the video, a lot of this footage was filmed with some new hidden camera equipment that I got, so I'm definitely excited about that, and I should be able to do more videos and even more retailers now that I can get in and be a little less obvious. So if there's any other department stores or retailers that you'd like me to take a look at that you think are in trouble, let me know what those are down in the comments below. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the music here and shut up and let you hear a little bit more of the vacuous sounds of a dying department store. Want to see your name here? Head on over to patreon.com/Retail Archaeology to find out how you can help support the channel. thanks again for checking out this episode of Retail Archaeology. If you've got a few minutes, why don't you check out one of the other videos? And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button there and the like button if you like what you saw. And lastly, make sure to follow us at the social media links because that's the best way to keep up with what's going on with the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.